Welcome to the HDK2 SteamVR setup guide. This guide is focused on Radeon graphics cards and will help anyone with a Radeon RX 470 or an RX 480 get up and running. Do not connect any of the OSVR hardware unless otherwise stated to prevent any issues. If you follow this guide step by step, you should not have any issues running native SteamVR games. The very first thing you want to go ahead and do is update your Crimson drivers. You do that by right-clicking your desktop, going to AMD Radeon settings, and clicking the Updates tab on the bottom. Hit the Check for Updates button, and if you see this message, you're okay. I'm currently running 16.8.2 on a Radeon RX 480 using an Intel i5 with 8GB of RAM. Next up is downloading the latest OSVR drivers for Windows. Open up your favorite browser and type in osvr.github.io. Select Get OSVR Precompiled Libraries and hit the OSVR HDK Windows Driver Pack download. From the time of this tutorial, the latest version is 1.2.7. There might be a later version by the time you watch this video. Open up the downloaded file, hit Install, hit Next, verify all the drivers are installed, and hit Finish. After that, just hit Close. Next up is installing the latest version of Atmel Flip. Open up your browser and do a Google search for Atmel Flip. Select the first result and scroll down. You want the version that's bundled with the JRE package. Once it's done downloading, open it up. Hit Next, accept the terms and conditions, hit Next again, and install. Finish. And now we're going to move on to download OSVR Control. Navigate back to the OSVR GitHub page and download the OSVR Firmware Upgrade tool. Hit Install and run the setup. Once the SPAR finishes, one of two things could happen. Either OSVR Control opens or the application is going to auto-exit. Regardless, I want you to go ahead and close everything up. It's time to install the latest version of the OSVR Runtime. Open up your favorite browser and navigate back to the OSVR GitHub page. Scroll to the top of the list and hit OSVR Runtime for Windows. From the time of this video, the latest build is 259. There might be a newer version by the time you watch it. Always get the newest version. Open up the application hit run anyway. Hit next, accept the terms and conditions, and next. Follow the prompts. That's it. Navigate back to the OSVR GitHub page and hit the download button for the firmware update tool for HDK IR camera download. Open the folder containing the download and extract the file. I personally use 7-zip. Once the file is extracted, close everything up. Now I want you to restart your computer. This is really important. After the computer has been restarted, connect the IR camera and belt box to the computer. Do not connect the HMD to the belt box yet. Navigate to your downloads folder and open up the application you previously extracted. Hit the upgrade button. If you have any issues upgrading your firmware, the best course of action is to unplug your camera and plug it back in, then try again. Connect the HDK2 to the belt box and check to see if you have an image. If you don't, open up OSVR Control, hit Tools and select AMD Extended Mode. If you still don't have an image on the HMD, unplug the HMD and plug it back in. Once you can see an image, you are ready for the next step. It's very important that you restart your computer now. Once your computer has restarted, you can move on. In this step, we're going to upgrade the HDK2's firmware. First, you need to open up OSVR Control. Make sure HDK2 is selected. Hit the connect button, and then hit version number. You're going to see your version number listed here. Hit update firmware. Hit next. And you want to select version 1.9.7. It has various fixes targeted to AMD graphics cards. Hit next. Go. And you're going to hear your head-mounted display disconnect. Hit next, and go, and the script will run. Once everything passes, you can go ahead and hit next. And that's it. You have successfully upgraded your HDK2's firmware. Before we run the video tracker calibration utility, we want to create a shortcut for OSVR Central onto our desktop. You do that by navigating to your OSVR install directory, hit Runtime, bin, and inside you'll find an orange application called OSVR Central. Right-click, drag it to your desktop, and create shortcut. After that, scroll to the bottom of the list and hit Video Tracker Calibration Utility. Pick up your HDK2 and hold it in front of the IR camera. You are going to notice all the infrared lights. Then you're going to get this overlay. Keep holding it in front of the camera until they all turn green. You're going to notice 3 on the left and 3 on the right that won't turn green. Disregard those as those are not activated on the HDK2. Once all of them have turned green, hit the S key to save the configuration file. Hit enter to exit. And that's it. Open up OSVR Central. Hit Tools and start OSVR Server. You have to pick up your head-mounted display and hold it in front of the camera until it says entering normal run mode. After that, minimize this window and open up Start Tracker Viewer. This window represents the position of your head-mounted display in according to the camera. Move it around to make sure the camera is tracking your position. While you're here, you can also check your gyroscope as well. You can now close everything up. Now we're going to install the SteamVR tool. Open up Steam, go to Library and select Tools. Select SteamVR and install. Once it's downloaded and installed, exit out of Steam. Open up your favorite browser and navigate to osvr.org. Select Jump In and Official Experiences. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. Select Setup Guide for SteamVR experiences. Click on the link here. Scroll down and click on the blue link. Select Files and click on the link for the SteamVR 7-zip. Once it's done downloading, open up the directory where it downloaded to. Right-click and extract it. Open up the folder. Click on Lib, Open VR, and right-click and copy the OSVR folder. Now navigate to your SteamVR install directory. Inside the SteamVR folder, there's a drivers folder. Paste the OSVR folder into here. That's it, you're done. Now we're going to set up SteamVR. First, open up OSVR Central. Select Tools and start OSVR Server. Run the routine of holding up your head-mounted display. Once you're in normal mode, minimize the window. Open up Steam. And hit the white SteamVR button. You are going to notice that SteamVR picked up both the head-mounted display and the lighthouse. Next, you select Run Room Setup. Select Standing Only. Hit Next. and hold up your HDK2 in front of the camera and hit Calibrate Center. Hit Next. Put down your HDK2 onto a stable surface and measure the distance between the floor and the HDK2, minus 63.5 centimeters. Then you hit Calibrate the floor. It's very important that you do this because I've noticed it plays a big role in the seating position in games such as Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes and Project Cars. Doing this incorrectly can result in being seated way too low or way too high. That's it, you can hit done. We are now going to launch a game using everything we've learned up until now. First, open up OSVR Central and hit Tools, and start OSVR Server. Wait until you enter normal mode, then minimize everything. Open up SteamVR. And let's go ahead and launch Elite Dangerous. As you can see, everything is already working. That's it, you're good to go. Now every once in a while when you open up SteamVR, you're going to notice you're going to get a red box that says error 308, something went wrong. It's actually pretty simple how to fix it. I'll show you in the next step. Again, always keep your drivers updated, it could prevent a lot of issues. Launch OSVR Central. and start the OSVR server. Every now and then, when you exit out of SteamVR, the SteamVR server keeps running in the background. That causes a conflict when you open up SteamVR again and gives you the 308 error. The easiest way to fix it is when you're opening up SteamVR, hit Ctrl-Shift-Escape to open up your task manager, and look for the VR server. When you find it, you just end the task. Now when you open up SteamVR, it should come up as green and good to go. Next, we're going to open up Project Cars as a demonstration. Project Cars has the ability to let you change the seat height and location. Use this to your advantage if you think you're seated too high or too low. I personally have a real car seat so I could slide forward and backward if I want to. As you can see, all the head tracking works. I can lean in and out. I can actually stick my head out of the window. It's pretty cool. Feels like I'm actually in this car. Alright, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any further questions, please leave them in the comments below, or go to the OSVR forums and post it there. I'll try my best to answer it.